lift up through the pom-pom. Straight up there. So we're just going to take a few moments just to find our breath, settle in with nature, just feel Mother Earth healing, feel our connection, us healing, feel that awesome connection. Sky, winds, earth. Beautiful, right? Listen to those birds. Let's take some nice breaths in and out. Awesome. I'm gonna grab right hold of the shins. We're gonna start moving right away, not too much sitting still, right? So you're gonna round through the back, do a little cat and cow here, and coming up into cow pose. And just roll back and come up. And do this a few times. Really separate the shoulder blades and then arch through the spine. Breathing as we do this, you guys. Exhale when you go back, inhale when you come up. Open your throat, right? We're gonna go a little bit faster here, right? So this is called camel ride, like you're riding a camel, just up and down. Never rode a camel, I don't know, but I guess it feels like this. So do about 4 more.
That's gonna be popular.
That's gonna be popular next. And 1, awesome. Come right up here, you're gonna come over to the side, get that nice opening, and then come over to the sides. And we're gonna keep on going, side to side. What is that thing? That green thing?
It's an aluminum tie that holds the yoga mat.
Ah, looks heavy.
No, it's really light.
Ah. Okay, just try 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Bring those legs right out. Bring the hands back behind you and just roll in, just warming up through the hips, right? So feet are apart. Knees are going to roll in one at a time, just rolling one in and the other in like that. So you're not swishing your legs so much, but you're rolling one down and the other down, just like that. Yeah, so separate your feet, you guys, and roll in. Good, there you go. For 8, 7, get your back nice and warm. 6, 5, 4, 3, I know, we're doing sock yoga today. And 1, bring it all in into boat pose. All the way up, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Inhale, come up, exhale, squeeze the belly, come forward. Rise up, come into your tabletop, bring the hands back, bend the knees, lift. Exhale, come down, come into boat pose. Release, inhale, stretch. Exhale, come down. Inhale, come up, reach back into your tabletop. Inhale all the way up, you guys, stretch. Come all the way down into boat pose, squeeze your belly, lift. We're just gonna keep on moving so we stay nice and warm. Inhale. Exhale, go a little further. Inhale, bring it all the way back, lifting it all the way up, and then release and crisscross. Okay, so we'll come forward onto hands and knees, separate those fingers, just turn those fingers back and just kind of warm up through those fingers, peeling it back. Turn like this, like show me your hands like this. Everybody show me your hands, and then turn out this way and then put them down. There you go. And just kind of, yeah, there you go. And then rock back and forth. Point those fingers back to you. Really get a good stretch through the fingers, through the palms. Nice stretch back. Stretch your fingers. There you go. Go backwards toward your hips. Go to your feet. So Henry, go all the way back. There you go. 2 more. And 1. Beautiful. Let's flip them over and just press the backs of the hands down. Make your elbows straight. Reach back and forth. Right? Do this a few times. For 4, 3, 2 more. 2 straight arms. And 1. Shake it all the way out. Press those hands down and round through the back again. Little cat and cow here again, right? So up and down. Yay! Woohoo! For now, take that out. 2 and 1. Beautiful. Come into downward facing dog, you guys, and pedal out your feet, right? So you're going to pedal out your feet. You're going to get this nice reach, 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 and just try to up and down with those heels and toes, right? And then go all the way up on both feet, right? Heels all the way up, and then heels all the way down. And try that again for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take your right leg up to the sky, you guys. Kick it all the way up, stretch it up there. And then we're going to tuck it in, nose to the knee, get nice and warm here. 1, and go all the way up. 2, stretch, come through plank. 3, move your body, shoulders come forward. 1 more. And step that foot all the way up. Good. Bring your left hand down. So your right foot's up here. Left hand is down. Right foot is up. Left hand is down. Reach your right arm up and twist. Open all the way up, you guys. Come all the way down and step back into plank position. Gonna take some little push-ups here. You can put your knees down. Little tiny ones, little pulses here, just to keep the body warm. Breathing in, breathing out. Get that chest nice and warm. Go ahead and activate those chest muscles. Keep the neck nice and long for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go back into your downward facing dog. Pedal out those heels again. Just get nice and warm. Go ahead and stretch them out, you guys. Fan out those fingers. Fan out those toes. Go all the way up on your heels. Come all the way down. Squish out your toes when you go up. Go all the way up. Squish your toes. Don't go on the toenail tips, but press through the joints of the toes when you get up there and then down. So go again. Really squish them out. And then press the heels down. Lift your left leg up. Other leg comes up nice and high. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Tuck it in through plank. Tuck it in and stretch it back. Do that again. Squeeze and stretch it back. Come on again. Bring it in and up. 2 more. And up. And one more time, you guys. Step that left foot forward. Get it all the way up here. So step it right up. So your left foot is up. Your right hand is down. Lift your left arm up and twist. Open your body, you guys. Squeeze the belly. Twist right into your legs. You're looking at that bent knee for 4. Chest high. 3, 2, and 1. Come back to plank. Get into a nice strong plank. And we come all the way down. Chaturanga. Swoop the body up. Swoop up. Come back down. Good. Do that again. Swoop up. Elbows in. Be like Swooperman. All the way. Come down. One more time. Elbows in. Swoop up there. And then come into downward facing dog. Curl those toes and reach all the way up. Woo! Step the right leg up in the air. Reach it up, sorry. Bend your knee and circle the hip around for 4, 3, 2. And reverse the direction for 4. Keep the hips and shoulders steady. 3, 2, and 1. Step that foot all the way up, you guys. Ground your back foot. So you're gonna come into your warrior pose. Right foot up, left foot down. Stretch up and lift your chest. So we're getting space up here, space Sukhasana, right? We wanna get space in the chest. So lift, open, breathe, reach the hands back, keep space in the upper body, come down into that humble warrior. Bring the arms over. Go ahead and squeeze those armpits. Lift your arms up more. Right? Bring your knee into a bend more. Your hip into a bend more. For 3, 2, and 1. And we rise up and we lift up. 2 hands together. Press your hands together. Look at your thumbs. Press them together straight like that. Reach up, straight leg, and look up at your thumbs. And keep stretching your arms higher and back more as you breathe. For 3, go for it. 2, and 1. Swan dive down and step back into your plank position. So get this leg right out of the way. Come back into your plank. Come down to chaturanga. Inhale, swoop up. Lift, lift, lift. Come down. We do that one 2 more times, okay? So press the feet down, elbows in tight. Lift. And down. And one more time, come all the way up. And down. And we go into our downward dog again. So we press back and reach under as much as you can with your head. Lift your left leg up to the sky. Bend the knee in the air and circle at the hip joint for 4. Big circle, you guys. 3, 2. Reverse the direction. Go for it. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step that foot right up to the front here. Get it up there. Put your back heel down so you're pressing into your warrior and rise up, creating space in the chest. So your back foot is down. Your hips are squared. Bend into your knee. Bend into your hips. Don't bend at your back. Lift up. Open. Open. Space at the upper body. Keep getting space. Bring the hands behind your back. Coming into humble warrior. All the way down inside that leg. Breathe in, breathe out. 2. Now bring your hands down, you guys, and step your back foot in. So we're gonna come into this Malasana squat, where your feet are apart, your hips are back, and your hands are forward. And we are creating space in the lower back. And this is so important, you guys, for our health. We want to keep space in the lower back. So reach your hands out and down and continue to come forward as your hips go back. Open up that lower back more. Drop your hips more for 3. Drop your hips more. 2 and 1. And we rise up, rise up, rise up. Lift, lift, lift. Now we're going to step that right leg back again because I didn't do our straight leg. Left leg straight and lift up. Now you're going to look at those thumbs again. Bring your hands together in that prayer position. Okay, so you want to keep that joint together right in the center. Lift, straight leg, stare at those thumbs. Reach the thumbs higher and further behind you as you follow with your gaze. 2 and 1. Step your back foot in. Bring it all the way up into mountain pose. So we lift, heels together, toes together. Exhale, swan dive. Space in the back here, so we come down. Bring your hands back. Come down to that forward bend, everybody, and hang. Let your spine hang. Let your lower back open. Try to get your legs a little straighter and breathe. Try to lengthen your spine rather than rounding it. Try to bring those shoulders away from the ears. Ears come down. Now we come into a halfway lift, so we bring the hands to the shins and we lift up through the chest halfway. So we're opening up again, not only the lower back, but space in the chest and the throat. And we come into our chair pose. So we come up into chair pose and we sink as low as you can in chair pose. So heels together, shins together, toes together. Bend at your knees, bend at your hips. Try not to bend at your back, okay? So you want to try to keep your back straight as you can and bend at your knees and your hips. 2 and 1. And we rise up and open space in the upper body. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Bring the hands back, clasp together. Keep that space. You can do a little bend at your knees here as you come down. And again, spread those toes. Anchor down. Stretch the backs of the legs. Activate your glutes to lift your glutes. Bring the arms over even more for 3, 2, and step back into your plank position. Woohoo! All right. So the feet are going to be wide in this plank position. Make sure your fingers are nice and stretched out, right? So you don't have a turn in or too much of a turn out. Have a good alignment there. Thumbs stretched toward each other, middle fingers stretched straight ahead. Your feet are going to be nice and wide. And we're going to tapping up to the outside. You can do this on your knees if you want to. Just stay strong in the core. Not too many, just keep your feet wide for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And keep those legs wide as you come down, elbows in. Turn your toes out to the side and lift up again. We're going to do this 3 times. So good for the lungs. Stretch and come down. Press through the fingers. Make sure it's not through the wrists. Elbows in. Try that again. Inhale up. Coming down. And one more time, elbows in. Lift. And down. Bring those feet in. Feet are still going to be wide for this downward dog as we lift up. So the feet are wide. And try to tip your hips so that you're getting space in the lower back. Space at the bottom of the pelvis. So you want to open up the bottom of your pelvis as much as you can. You bring the heels down and you breathe. If you are able to, you're going to reach your right hand for your left foot, ankle, shin, leg warmer, whatever. Breathe in, breathe out. If you have the connection, feel like you're trying to pull your arm away from the leg. Let your neck hang and switch. So we'll try the other side. Bring that left hand to the right leg or somewhere over there. You can reach for the floor if you don't quite make it. But try to pull that arm away and breathe. 2 and 1. Beautiful. We're going to turn onto the right side. So you're going to face the left, right, which will be over there. You're going to look over that way. And you're going to stagger your feet. So your feet are wide. They're apart. Don't stack your feet, you guys. Keep them staggered. There's going to be a reason. I always have a reason. I might not know it sometimes. Take your bottom leg, the right one, and lift it straight up off the ground. Yeah! 2 and 1. Come back down. Now your feet are going to be wide. That was hard. And turn the other way. So your feet are going to be staggered. Lift up. Stagger them out. Take your bottom leg and lift it up. Woo! 2 and 1. Woo! Bring it back to the center. Come all the way down. Inhale up. Exhale into downward dog. Reach it back. Space in your lower back, everybody. Space in your lower back. Breathe in, breathe out. Stretch out your fingers. Take care of your wrists so your wrists aren't taking up all the work. And breathe. 2, right leg up to the sky. Bend that knee in the air. Turn open your hip as best you can. Yes, there you go. Now step that foot right next to your right thumb. Get it up there, get the other foot down. So we're gonna work into our side angle stretch. So you're coming right down to the side, your right hand will come down. You can bring your right hand to your thigh, just like that, right? But you're on a sideways position. Take your top hand to your butt right here and push it into your body. Take this top arm up, reach it over, lengthen your neck, have your cheek and your arm touch each other, squeeze down into your hip, bend into your knee and your hip more. Bend into your knee and your hip more. For 3, 2, and 1. Rise up with the body, keep your legs the same. Keep your legs the same. Get down and get open, okay? So you wanna get down and get open. As much as you can, create space in the bottom of the pelvis. Keep the space, don't lift as you lean back. So space in upper body, space in lower body. Let your throat open. Take this top arm behind you, reach it back. Take your bottom arm behind you, connect your fingers, or do the best you can. Just breathe and open. For 2 and 1. And we rise up. Straighten up that leg. You can turn that back foot in. Come into our triangle pose right over to the side. Make sure you guys are bending at the joint of the hip. Lift up that top arm. Turn your chin to your thumb. Look up at your top thumb. Just keep looking and lifting your chin. For 3, stretch up that top arm. 2 and 1. All right, we're gonna turn forward. You're gonna just bend that front knee. Step in, but perch on your right leg. So you're gonna be in this like perch position. Your hands are to the ground. You guys are gonna do some squats here. You're gonna squat and lift. Now your lift, you can add that kick for 1, 2, 3, and 4. Step it back, go back into your plank, come into your chaturanga, into upward facing dog. Get into your downward facing dog. Reach it all the way back. Spread your fingers, spread your toes. Make sure that your wrists are straight, no curves to your wrist. Left leg up to the sky. Bend that knee in the air. Go ahead and get super open, you guys. And then step your left foot forward and come in right next to your thumb. Come into your side angle stretch. So left arm down, top arm up. Gonna turn so I can face you guys. So you guys want to make sure that this top arm comes up and over. Make sure that your arm and your cheek are touching. Bend into your knee, bend into your hip. Breathe, feel the breath. 2. Now keep your leg as it is. Rise up with the upper body. Come into warrior 2. Virabhadrasana 2. Everybody's open here, right? Feet, hips, open. Stretch a little wider at the pelvis. Then lean back again. Try to keep this front thigh nice and strong. Open up a little more, please. Throat is open. 2, and rise up. Now we're gonna straighten out that front leg. You can turn your back leg in. Make sure your hips and shoulders are squared as you come over to your left leg. Again, you wanna try to lengthen 2 sides of your waist. Turn your chin up. Try to find your opening. Find your breath. Inhale. Look up at your top thumb. Exhale. Beautiful. Let's come on down. Bend your front knee. You're going to square off to it. You're going to come forward and perch up on this left leg so your hands are on the ground. And you're going to come down to a squat and extend. Extend this left leg. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Bring your feet together. Come into chair pose again. You're gonna come into that nice chair pose. Bring the hands to the heart. Chair twist. Open up the body. Sweep up those arms. Twist from the solar plexus. Bring it back into the center. Come into forward bend. Stretch out the knees. Come back into chair pose. Good. Hands to the heart. Twist. Now again, solar plexus right above the diaphragm is where your twist is. Open up through the arms. Get that nice reach. All right, release it back down. Step back into plank position, you guys. So nice strong plank position. Woo! Come down to chaturanga, all the way down to the ground. You got it. Inhale to upward facing dog. Get that nice stretch up. Exhale into downward facing dog. Woo-hoo! All right, take 3 breaths in your downward facing dog. Open up your upper body. Open up your lower body. Open up your breath. Maximum lung expression. Come into side plank again, facing the water tower right there. Side plank again. You can stack or stagger your feet. Lift your top leg up if you can. Breathe in, breathe out. Take your top leg behind you and walk around to your wild thing, back bend. Open up the bicep right here, the one that's on the ground. Stretch open that right bicep, right chest. Inhale, exhale. Come back into downward dog. Woohoo! Now you can always take child's pose. Remember that, you guys. If it gets a little too much on your shoulders, your wrists, or just all over, just go into child's pose, take that kneeling position. We're getting soaked. So you're gonna go into side plank, the other side, right? So either stack your feet or stagger your feet and breathe in, breathe out. Keep the body strong, keep the body long. Atta girl. Top leg up in the air if you want to, if you can. Nice. And then take that top leg behind you for wild thing. Flip it around. Stretch your left bicep. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Open your hips. Open your chest. That left bicep's got to stretch. 2 and 1. All right, we're going to get messy here. It's outdoors. Come back into plank, you guys. Down, down to chaturanga. All the way down to the ground. Inhale to upward facing dog. Get that nice reach all the way up. And exhale to downward dog. So we got one more standing series before we come down and do our deeper stuff. Okay, so right leg up in the air. Get that nice reach. And then step it forward. From this position, you're going to straighten out your front leg. So do your best here to have a straight front leg. Moving your right hip back and your left hip forward. Your back heel can be on the ground and you can move it in. I know it's hard to do without blocks, so just do your best. If you have to bend your knee, it's fine. Do that. All right, but try to lay over your front leg, opening up the lower back, space in the pelvis. Breathe in and breathe out. Now left hand, if you can, goes outside your right leg and right arm goes up. Otherwise, it can be on the inside. Try to twist. Stretch those legs. 2 and 1. Beautiful job, you guys. Step back into your downward dog. And we'll lift that left leg up in the air, okay? So left leg up high and bend that knee in the air. Open your hip. Go ahead and step that forward. You guys look fantastic. I love it. All right. So we're going to come into that forward pyramid position. All right. So your hands to the ground. You do your best to straighten out your leg, but if you have to bend it or move this foot so you can square your hips or even reach for the floor, go ahead and do that. One hand on either side of your foot if you can. Otherwise, just do your best, right? So you'll try to lay over that leg and you breathe. You breathe. Keep pushing your left hip back and your right hip forward. Beautiful. All right, so your right hand's gonna stay down, left arm's gonna come up. Hand can go to the outside of your foot. This is going to be stretching not only IT band, outer hamstring, part of that outer thigh. So do your best to keep yourself steady, keep that leg straight, and feel the stretch as you breathe in and breathe out. Beautiful. All right, let's come down into squat again. We're going to open up once again into that lower back. Stretch forward into Malasana, so your hands will come to your yoga mat. You will push your hips back a little bit further. You're going to try to bend forward from your lower back and try to get down toward the mat. Go for it, from the lower back. Your chest, everything. For 3, come down a little lower. 2, so good for the back. And 1, beautiful. Top it, crisscross. Have a seat. Work a quick little boat pose. Squeeze into the hips. Fire in the belly, you guys. Squeeze it nice and strong. For 3, 2, and 1. If you can, you're tapping down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1 at a time for 8, 7, 6, all in the belly, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it up, and you twist 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bring the hands back, and we kick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Beautiful. Bring the feet together. Lift up nice and tall from those feet. Lift, lift, lift. Nice and tall, and come forward. Stretch through that lower back a little bit more. Get a little more open. So that Malasana squat that we did really will help to open up the lower back. If you feel stuck in the lower back, you end up tensing up the shoulders to come forward. So do your best to relax the shoulders. Feel like my hand is at your sacrum, but I can't get there because I got to be 6 feet away. So just feel my imaginary hand at your lower back, moving you forward, relaxing your neck and shoulders for 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring it all in. We're working in that lower back, so legs are going to be straight out. We're going to get those legs straight, toes together. Everything is strict in the legs, hip flexors, belly. I'm going to roll back halfway for 8, and then come up. Push from the sacrum, lower back. 7. Come up. So everything's down there. 6. Come up. You want to get freedom of movement in the pelvis. 5. Good. 4. Awesome. 3. Get up nice and tall. 2. Now we're going to reach back and hold it back here and just press into the belly for 8. Push in there. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. And then you're going to lean to the right and press into it for 8, 7. Right into the belly, you guys. 6. Keep those legs strict. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then to the other side. You got it for 8, 7, 6. Keep pulsing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then all the way down, all the way up. So you're going to roll all the way down and come up. 3 pulses. 1, 2, 3. Go all the way down, all the way up. 3 pulses. 1, 2, 3. Try that twice more. All the way down, all the way up. Pulse into the belly. 1, come further. 2, 3. One more time, you guys. Keep those heels and toes together. All the way down, all the way up. And 1, 2, and 3. Bring the hands down by your side. Press your hands down to lift your chest. Now you want to keep your hips right under your shoulders. We all have a tendency to kind of scooch the hips forward when we do this, okay? So you want to try to keep the hips and the shoulders. Push your chest up by pushing your hands down. Crown of the head lifts. Pull the belly in. Squeeze your legs. So your chest is lifting, your belly is lifting. You might feel your bottom lift up off the floor, and that's fine. This might not happen. Just pretend or try your best, but don't worry that it doesn't happen. Lift your feet up off the ground together. Don't lean back. Don't do anything different, but tell your feet to come up like this. Don't expect them to come up, just tell them to come up together the perfect way. And what'll happen is you'll feel your core engage, right? Yes? for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, bring that down. Now you guys are gonna lift your bottom up. Again, if it's not coming up, it doesn't matter. Push your butt straight up and lift your feet at the same time. You're not gonna do it, but just feel it together. Both of them, I want both of them, both of them. I want you to just feel them both coming up. You'll engage your core with the thought of it for 4, 3, right? You feel your belly?
Yes.
2, and 1. Beautiful. Let's come on down, right onto the back. Bring your feet in. Bring your back down. Activate through the hips. Lift up through the glutes. Pull the belly nice and strong. Space in the lower back. Shoulders back, chin is up. We're going to go down and then press up. Now you guys want to activate the glute muscles as you're working down and up. And we're going to go for 8, 7. Keep your inner thighs strong. 6, 5. Keep those inner thighs strong. 4, 3, 2. Now you're going to stay up at the top, you guys, and lift your right leg up to the sky. Keep your left hip in place. Keep your arms strong. Press your palms and your wrists and everything. Point your toes straight up to the sky and let your legs work here and lift. Shoulders back. 3, 2. Cross that right ankle across your left thigh. Open up that knee. Open up your right knee. Right ankle across your left thigh. Open your hip up to the side and drop your bum down and up. Here we go for 8. Push up. 7. Push up. 6. Keep the knee out to the side. Keep the hip steady. 5. Good. Shoulders open. 4. 3. Doing good. 2. Stay up in the air, you guys. Stretch that leg straight up. Now lower your leg. Keep it straight, but lower it out so it's right next to your knee is right next to the other knee. So you're going to kick your leg out so your knees are next to each other, yes? And then move your leg straight out to the side for 8 and squeeze it in. 7, squeeze it in. 6, keep your hips even. 5, keep your hips up. 4, straight leg. 3, 2, and 1. All right, bend that knee down, bring it down, and lift your left leg straight up to the sky. Flex your foot, pull the heel, stretch your hamstring. So butt toward the floor, even though it's up in the air, and your heel is to the sky. Point the toes, lift a little more, engage your legs. Cross your left ankle right over that right thigh. Open your left knee, everybody. Open, 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 and drop your hips down and up. We go for 8. Lift. 7. Lift. 6. 5. Belly strong, you guys. 4. We got this. 3. Keep those glutes working. 2. And 1. Hold it up. Lift your leg straight up again. Lower that leg so you're knee to knee. Knee is next to knee. Bring that leg out to the side. We go for 8. Keep your hips up and steady. 7. Hips up in the air. Why are they down there? For 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, bring that foot down. Bring your bottom down. Tuck the knees into the chest and cover your toes. All right, knees come in and we're rocking side to side. Just rolling through the back. All right, you're going to bring your knees over to the left and arms over to the right. Stretch open your back. This is at a diagonal, by the way. So your arms go diagonally. So it's as if the arms are going away from the knees in a diagonal point position. For 4, elongate your torso, hips and shoulders away from each other. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Let's try the other side, okay? So your knees go one way and your arms go the other at a diagonal. So it's going to feel like your knees are pointing away from your arms. Arms are pulling up and away from the knees. Hips and shoulders separation. Try to get that nice opening. Breathe as you do it, guys. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Let's bring that right in. Rock yourself up to seated. Woohoo! Okay, so we're going to stretch the legs straight out here and work into a nice opening. So you're going to take your left leg and pull it as far back as you can. So you're going to be kind of looking out to the side here, this way. So we're going to come into this inner thigh. So you'll turn with the knee, right? So you end up being in this elongated position. Yes, there you go. Leg nice and straight and strong. And we'll come over to that leg. Try to pull open the pelvis. And you are turning your body over to that left side as you open for 3, 2. Now take this hand and bring it to the opposite knee and get a little bit more pull for 4, Go for it, stretch that whole side. 3, lift that chest. 2, and 1, and then we'll rise up and we'll turn over back to that leg. We're gonna come forward and get a nice hamstring stretch. So again, feel free, you guys, when you come to these, to bring a strap or something, you know, towel, whatever you want to if you can't grab your foot. But definitely stretch the hamstring. I want you to feel the back of your leg as much straightened into the floor as you can. Try to square your shoulders the best you can, everybody, and stretch your torso. So your lower belly is going toward your thigh and down, right? So lower belly is connecting with your upper thigh. So you gotta stretch a little bit more forward. And your chest is going toward the knee. It's possible, just think about it. 2, and 1. Beautiful. Let's bring that in and we'll try the other side. So we're gonna bring that left leg out, okay? And we'll take that right one all the way open. So we'll be turning, yes, to the side, just like this. So as we come out to the side, this leg has a really good stretch. You're gonna reach that hand over to it and come open. So again, do your best, you guys, to keep your legs straight and on the ground. Grab the foot, grab the leg, but pull over your spine as much as you can from the lower part of your back. Now take this arm that's on your leg and reach it toward your knee or your shin and give a little extra pull, little extra stretch. For 3, 2, and 1. All right, we'll come on up and we'll turn back over to this leg and pull yourself right back in. Make sure the back of the leg is as far down straight as you can. That's ingenuity. I love it. Use whatever you have, right, to get to that stretch. All right, so you're gonna keep pressing the back of your leg into the floor, square your shoulders, and now stretch that lower back over, lower belly rather, over your thigh, lower back too, right over your thigh, chest toward the knee, go a little bit further. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful, let's come on up. Woo, getting chilly now. Okay, so we're gonna just step forward with the right leg. Left leg is gonna come back. We're gonna come into that dragon's tail lunge. Do a few quick stretches here for the hips, rest of the spine and the shoulders. So your right foot turns out to the side like that on this one, and that left hip is opening. So we want to make sure that your hands come down. Your back leg is as straight. Your back leg is as straight and stretched away as you can. And you're going to start to come down if you're able to. You don't have to do this, but just like we did in Malasana, that squat where we're reaching that lower back more open, we're doing that here and now. We're trying to get some more space. Sukhasana, space in the lower back, lower body, pelvis. Breathe. Now, if you want to, you can take your right hand up and reach it back for your foot and bend your left foot into your hand. Yeah. And you can do that. You can do that. And breathe. Sink that quadricep into the stretch. 2, and 1. All right, let's let that go, and we'll straighten out this front leg for a hamstring stretch. So you're just gonna have that heel pressing away. This leg is gonna be straight. And what you guys wanna try to do is take your seat and pull it further away from the back of your leg. So you take your sitting bone and pull it further away from the back of your leg, and just keep pulling it as you come forward more with the body. So keep pulling your seat further back, stretching your hamstring, and the back of the heel is against the floor, and it can kind of stretch forward using the floor to help you stretch it forward, right? Toes toward you. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Let's try the other side. Bring that in. Very good. All right, so we'll step forward with the left, and again, turn the toes out again. So side 2, right? That back leg is as straight as you can make it, you guys. So just stretch it out, keep walking that back knee back. And again, we come down, getting into the pelvis opening, low back opening, hip opening. So all parts of the lower body have space. You want to just keep thinking about it, finding it, breathing into it. Inhale and exhale, and if you want to, you take your left hand up and back, yep, and catch your foot into your hand. And as you open up, keep space at your pelvis, in the pelvis, lower back, lower body, as you open up and release the quad. So no tension pulling, if you can just try to release and relax. 2 and 1. And we'll let that go and then come up and get that nice hamstring stretch. So again, legs straight. Toes coming towards you. Doing good. All right, it's awesome. And you gotta pull your seat back. So just keep feeling the sitting bone, the activation of those muscles pulling away from the back of your leg and stretching your chest more forward, toes in towards you. Again, back of the heel, you know, straight out there and stretching away too. Breathe in, breathe out. For 3, little more stretch. 2 and 1. Beautiful. All right, let's bring that back around. We're going to take a quick pigeon pose with a little twist. So you're going to fold this right leg in front of you. Take your left leg back. We're also warmed up for it, right? You can also do this on your back. Those of you guys who need that modification, you know it, right? So you come down and forward and just try to get space again in the pelvis. If you're rounding your back, it's a sign that we don't have space in the pelvis and it's rising up into the back. So try to open up the pelvis, like right to left, top, middle, bottom, front, back, all of it. And try to create as much space in the hips as you possibly can as you breathe in, breathe out. Now, if you want to, you can take your left arm and reach it across to the right and get a little twist here going on. It's up to you. All right. And then when you're ready, come on up when you're ready and just switch it over to the other side. So we'll take that leg up. You can do a downward dog if you want to, and folding that left leg in front. Whew, however you want to get there, okay? So make sure that you get this foot, again, up as far away as you can. If you need to bring it in closer for your range, if you're limited in the range, you go ahead and do that. But if you can, you bring it away. You come down, and again, we're opening up in the pelvis. So keep squaring your hips, sneaking that hip back a little bit further, and opening up all areas in the pelvis, lower back. Beautiful. Breathing in, breathing out. And if you like that rotation, you just take your right arm and reach it underneath, do the left on the ground, and twist. It gives you a little bit more work into the hip, a little more stretch. Boy, if you can go a little longer, we can make this love a little stronger. Ooh, that's better. Everybody up. Let's go. That's awesome. Come on up. Whoops, what are we doing here? I got all sidetracked, sorry. Okay, so we're going to come up onto the knees. We're going to work extended puppy. And just bring those knees back. And the chest comes down. And again, open up the chest. Breathing in, breathing out. Stretch your chin a little more forward, you guys, and the chest a little more forward. Pull your lower back away from your chest and your chest away from your lower back. Thumbs down, breathing in, breathing out. Okay, for 3, 2, and take right arm under left. So get this nice reach underneath. You guys bring 2 mats out. If you have an extra mat, you can lay them out crosswise like this and you won't get these little yucky things on you. All right. And let's try the other side. Or a beach towel or something like it. Beach towel. We should do beach blanket yoga. Yeah. I sense the next one coming, James. Beach blanket yoga. We'll meet at Nantasket. And Nantasket. Come on now. You want to meet at Nantasket Beach? No. All right, let's come and have a seat. No, we're not going to do that because the ground's all wet. Sorry, guys. All right, we won't do that one.
Power outage.
What's that?
They had a power outage.
Oh, really?
In Hull, yeah.
Do they really? Today?
Last night.
Did they? Do you have somebody who's over there?
Do you have someone
Do you know someone over there?
What?
Do you have someone who lives there?
Do
My
you
know?
friend.
Oh, yeah?
Someone hit a telephone pole or
Oh, is that what? You know everything, you guys.
It's
I've
because
been-
we're not making CDs.
I know. I've been ignoring the news. My husband, I'm saying this on camera, my husband told me to download Smart News, and it was driving me crazy that I had to uninstall it because it kept bleeping with all this terrible news. And I'm like, I can't take it anymore. I don't want to know. So I went into my happy little oblivious world, and it's wonderful there. Join me. Roll those shoulders back for 4, 3, 2. All right, we're gonna warm up the spine. I roll or soothe the spine at the end by bringing your legs overhead. Okay, so you guys are gonna roll back, bring legs up over, and just let your feet. Yeah, let your feet go to the floor, right over your forehead. Yes. So and do the best you can with straight legs. Make sure you're on your shoulders and not on your neck. And you're breathing in and breathing out. Now bend your knees and let your knees rest on your forehead. Let them rest together on the forehead. For 3, 2, and 1. Roll all the way down. Soles of the feet together. Knees out to the side. Palms are up, shoulders open. Open up through the chest. This is going to be our kind of mixed pose and Shavasana because I think it's a little too chilly to be practicing Shavasana. Is that right? Not for us. What time you got there, Meg?
Meg, what time is it?
I lost count. What is it?
5:50.
Is it 5:50? Okay, right on time.
48 degrees.
I lost my. It's 48 degrees.
It's more like
What does the
looking
smart
at
news
the
say?
temperature
What's the smart news app? All right, so you guys, open up your hips. 2 and 1, and then stretch out that right leg. Sorry, I'm like freezing cold. Right leg out. Sorry, I'm just gonna shoes. And bring that left knee all the way across. Stretch out your arms. Chest is open. Now I want you guys to really make sure that bottom leg is straight and bring that leg across so that your lower back can open. Again, you want space in the pelvis, space in the lower back. So just keep trying to open, open, open for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And let's try the other side. Bring that right across to the other side. So bottom leg is straight, okay? So stretch your bottom leg out. Bring that knee all the way across. Yes, there you go. Get a little more space in the pelvis, lower back. Beautiful. All right, let's let that all go. Just flatten out your body, legs apart, arms apart. We're just gonna be here for 1 minute. Just breathing in, good, strong breath, and exhale really slow through pursed lips. So inhale through the nose, and exhale slow through pursed lips. Try that 3 more times. Inhale slow. Exhale. Inhale. Let it out slow.